Hi there and welcome again to the Explaining History YouTube channel. This is just a very quick video on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Now if you're watching this, you're probably doing something on your coursework or something exam wise to do with the Vietnam War. So what was the Ho Chi Minh Trail? Well, the Ho Chi Minh Trail was a route that had been used for centuries from northern to southern Indochina. It crossed from the borders of what became North Vietnam through Laos, through Cambodia and into southern Vietnam, or Cochin as the French had called it. It was connected to other trails within Laos, and a particularly large one in Cambodia called the Sihanouk Trail, named after the monarch of Cambodia, Prince Sihanouk. The Ho Chi Minh Trail becomes really important in about 1959 when the US Navy begins to blockade the coastal waters of North and South Vietnam. Now, previously, troops, agents and equipment and food had been dropped from the north to the south along the coast of South Vietnam. So that's how the Viet Cong in the south had been resupplied from the north. But when the US Navy blockades, then it becomes impossible. So the Ho Chi Minh Trail becomes more developed. By the mid-1960s, the Ho Chi Minh Trail is being rebuilt with bulldozers, and road surfacing is being laid for trucks to get back and forth. Prior to that, lots of traffic along the Ho Chi Minh Trail is by foot and bicycle. And the Ho Chi Minh Trail isn't just one trail, it's a complex network of interlocking trails with the trails not only going from north to south, but also from east to west. So if you can imagine almost a kind of like a lattice, a framework of trails. And the reason for that is when the Americans bombed one part of the trail, it was easy for there to be diversions to other parts of the network. And so there was a complex system of traffic direction happening to prevent there from being bottlenecks. When the US military, the US Army and the CIA finally looked at the Ho Chi Minh Trail using spy plane pictures, they were in awe of its the complexity of the engineering. And certainly it's one of the great logistical feats in modern history. The Americans believed that the key to beating the Viet Minh was destroying the trail, and it comes under a series of heavy air bombardments in about 1965-66 onwards. And the trail is also responsible for the shock attack of the Tet Offensive. The thing about America's assumptions about the Ho Chi Minh Trail were that they ignored one key factor, in that the only way in which the North could be beaten in the South is if southern Vietnamese peasants decided en masse that they did not want to support the government of Ho Chi Minh, and they were very unlikely to do this because the government of Ho Chi Minh offered land reform, and the government of Ho Chi Minh had nothing to do with the corrupt Catholic landlord backing government of firstly of Diem and then of the generals who assassinated him. So there was very little that the Americans could present the southern Vietnamese with by way of an alternative. Cutting off the trail would have done nothing to convince the population to stop supporting the Viet Minh in the north and the Viet Cong in the south. Okay, so we'll catch you on the next video. I hope you found it useful. Remember to subscribe and like and do all the social media stuff so we can keep putting these videos out. Thanks very much. Bye bye.